Hey everyone, so we're gonna be talking about genders, about like big course reinforcement was that and self-efficacy. So self-efficacy, it's trying to say like you have to feel motivated to do certain things. For example, you might look at men and women roles, how men roles is like they have to feel motivated to play sports, if you're into sports team. For example, if women gender self-efficacy is to for example, they want to look thin, then they need to work out for women roles. So yeah. And it also applies to children roles. Like I feel like, when you're young as a little children, it's like you need self-advocacy to do certain things. It's like if you do your homework, you get rewarded, for something that you do. And then the course and reinforcement, how it applies to children is that if you don't do your homework, you get punished by your parents, right? So that's kind of behavior that we kind of experience. We're talking about like when we're talking about vicarious enforcement, what it means is trying to say like certain age of kids are not kind of progressing right now, how like they do certain things, especially because one is that they might feel lazy, and then two, it's like they don't want to do the work. So it's like, okay, you're gonna get punished for that by your parents or by your teachers, right? As a children. So that applies to vicarious reinforcement. You know, it's like saying that, if you do homework, then good job for you, you get a reward. You don't do homework, then no reward for you. So yeah. So yeah, I feel like self-advocacy applies to adult and children at a certain age because in gender roles, we're talking about you know, feeling motivated, you gotta have an idea of passion of what you do, and applies to this real world behavior because the way how we perceive it, it's like your parents perceive the way as as the children's like, what is he or she doing? That applies to big course for enforcement. So that's what it means. But I hope you guys learned something about this because this is really important in society, what's happening. And I think that the course for enforcement, it's like you have to see it in order to perceive it. That's why I'm trying to like talk about this topic. And I find this really interesting. When I was when my professor lectured this class, she kind of like opened my mind different perspective how I look at the community and people now. It kind of changes the way how you think in reality of the world, especially. So yeah, and she like I feel like her, for example, I know what her self advocacy is to teach journalism really well. And I understand like, she has like a really good mindset of what she's trying to say. Yeah. And then self um let's see, self advocacy means is to do feeling motivated to do something like I just said. And then the course reinforcement applies to how you perceive. It could be it could be your family, it could be like your friends, your professors, like anyone. It applies to any gender and an adult, especially with course reinforcement. If you do like a good career in your job and your manager says like, good for you, I'm proud of you for doing that good quality work. So that kind of applies to course reinforcement. There's like recourse reinforcement, there's like good and bad because you get punished. There's rewards over it too when you do something good at like a certain level. So yeah, and I hope you guys learned something about recourse and reinforcement, what it means, and self advocacy. Thank you.